Hi students, 12th standard accountancy, chapter 1, illustration 14. From the following details, calculate credit purchases. Let's see the particulars, that is creditors on 1st April 2018, written outwards, cash paid to creditors on 31st March 2019. So what they ask, we are going to find out the credit purchases. So we are going to find out the credit purchases. We have a separate format to find the credit purchases. Okay, so let's see the format. To find out the credit purchases, we need to prepare the total creditors account. Okay, why we need to prepare total creditors account to find out the credit purchases? Why? Because you purchased goods on credit. Okay, so during you purchased goods from your suppliers, you did not pay any money, but you have promised to your supplier that you will pay later. Okay, so that is called credit purchases. So to find credit purchases, you have to prepare the total creditors account. To whom you made credit purchases, those who are called as creditors. You are the liability to your supplier. Okay, so by preparing total creditors account to ascertain the credit purchases, right? So total creditors account is just opposite to the total debtors account. Let's understand the format of the total creditors account. The heading is, you have to write total creditors account. The format of the total creditors account is, on left hand side you have to write debtor, on creditor, right hand side you have to write creditor. Debtor side you have two columns, that is particulars and rupees. Creditor side also you have two columns, that is particulars and rupees. So this is the format of to find the total creditors account. Okay, then on credit side you always started with opening stock, opening balance of the total creditors account. Purchases, credit purchases you have to enter here. That is called by balance drawdown. By balance drawdown means what? Opening balance of the creditors. Okay, at the same time on opposite side, that is a debit side, end of the debit side you have to write closing balance. You have to write to balance carry down. Okay, on left hand side. Then when you sold goods, you received cash, right? But here you made purchases from your supplier. Okay, so you have to pay cash, paid cash to your supplier. So on debit side you have to write, you have to enter to cash account. Within the bracket you have to write paid. You paid cash, so you within the bracket you have to write paid. Okay, and then you made payment through check. Check means what? Bank. So you have to write to bank account. Within the bracket you should write check paid. Listen, when you paid cash, within the bracket you have to write only paid. Okay, when you made payment through check, then you have to write to bank account. Within the bracket you should write check paid. Okay, and next on total debtors account you should write by bills receivable, because you sold goods. So where you write bills receivable, but here you purchased goods, you made credit purchases, so you accepted that bills from your supplier. So you have to write to bills payable, because you have to pay the bills on you made credit purchases. So for your credit purchases you have to pay the bills. So here you have to write to bills receivable, bills payable account. Within the bracket bills accepted. Then you received discount from your supplier, so you have to write to discount received account. And here you returned goods to your supplier, so you have to write to purchases return account. Then closing balance, balance carried out, and your check was bounced, dishonored. So by bank account on credit side, bills payable dishonored, so you have to write by bills payable account on credit side. Then the balancing figure is credit purchases. You get the total on debit side and you get the balances on credit side, that is the credit purchases. Okay, so this is the format to find out the credit purchases. Okay, Then go to the sum. Okay, so creditors on 1st April 2018 means this is the opening balance, and return outward opening balance you have to write on credit side of the total creditors account, and return outwards means purchases return you have to write on debtor side, and cash paid to creditors, this is entered into debit side of the total creditors account. And creditors on 31st March 2019 means this is the closing balance of the total creditors account. Okay, so as per the format you have to enter here. Okay, so always started with opening balance, so opening balance we have to enter it on credit side of the total creditors account. So buy balance brought on 50,000 enter, and then cash paid 1,60,000, return outward 6,000, and closing balance how much rupees? 70,000. You have to enter it on as per the format on total creditors account debit side. Okay, then you get the total on debit side, that is we have the higher value on debit side, the total is 2,36,000. you have to enter it on both sides, and you need to find out the difference. So for that you have to subtract 50,000 from the total 2,36,000, you will get 1,86,000. this is the balancing figure. Okay, so the purchases, credit purchases is 1,86,000. Thank you.